Mario Kart is known for a lot of things. It has frantic items, crazy hectic gameplay, a vibrant set of tracks, and a stellar set of characters, primarily from the Mario franchise. But on top of this, there is one aspect of Mario Kart that is particular to the gameplay that outshines perhaps any other racing game. That of course being its shortcuts. And while it has many shortcuts, there's one particular type of shortcut, perhaps thanks to Mario Kart Wii, that has cemented Mario Kart in the gaming history books. That of course being the Ultra shortcut. While many games have an Ultra shortcut, Mario Kart Wii is the most known. So what does that mean for the other Mario Kart games? Do they not have Ultra shortcuts? Well, I'm here to tell you that is in fact not the case, as is with today's example, Mario Kart DS and the Ultra shortcut revolution in that game. First, we must understand how truly big of an achievement this shortcut revolution is for Mario Kart DS. Up until last week, Mario Kart DS only had one Ultra shortcut, and that of course belonged to the infamous Rainbow Road. So now that we know the track that the Ultra shortcut that was known for a long time now is present on, how exactly is it performed? Well, let's take a closer look. So here we are approaching the first turn and everything appears to be completely normal. That is, until the end of this spiral, when the racer turns around. This is to perform a super mini turbo into a jump which will clear the entire loop section, as you are seeing right now. This is an insane shortcut. But what if I told you this is just the beginning with this track, and it gets even better? The crazy part is, the next shortcut is right after, not even one turn later, when you see the racer turns around again, and similar to the first time, charges his super mini turbo and releases it off the track. This will enter in what is called a respawn glitch. The player ends up falling in a different zone of the track, so the game thinks they actually fell off much later in the track than they currently are. This allows the player to be skipped all the way to the second loop, which is just an unbelievable skip. As you can see, the finish line is already in sight, which allows the player to complete a lap in just about 30 seconds. Absolutely incredible. The discovery of this Rainbow Road shortcuts blew the minds of all Mario Kart DS players. No one had even imagined that anything of this caliber was possible in this game. But unfortunately, that was the end, as not one other Ultra shortcut was ever discovered. That is, until last week. In April of 2024, 3 brand new Ultra shortcuts were discovered in Mario Kart DS. Starting off with the first shortcut, we have, of course, Waluigi Pinball, the most iconic track from Mario Kart DS. Let's analyze the first of these shortcuts, DS Waluigi Pinball, to see what's really going on here. As you can see, once again like Rainbow Road, the track appears normal until we approach the big ramp before the spiral turn. From this ramp we're going to hold left and then adjust ourselves so we land inside the railing and then get a technique I'm going to be referring to as a super bounce. From there you're able to clip over the invisible wall all the way down to the track, skipping the entire spiral and the pinball section. The discovery of this shortcut has revolutionized Waluigi's Pinball, as it now saves over 7 seconds of time compared to the non-shortcut version. This is insane for a game that has released 19 years ago. As of right now, the shortcut requires a mushroom to pull off. This means it is only possible to perform on one lap on a time trial race. Currently, the world record for the fastest lap completed goes to MK Dasher with a time of 29 seconds, .682. This is a huge improvement. Currently, there are also works to get a shroomless version of the shortcut in place. This would be revolutionary, as it would allow the shortcut to be performed all 3 laps, saving 18 seconds over the entire race if it is managed to be pulled off on all 3 laps. This is insane. It will be interesting to see the developments of this shortcut in the future. So, Mario Kart DS players used their dedication and intuition to create a new shortcut on Waluigi pinball using the super bounce technique. However, players started wondering, what is the potential of this technique, and is there anything else that can be done with it? Well, it wasn't even a day later when players finally got their answer, as a new ultra shortcut was discovered. This time, on the iconic Luigi's Mansion. Once again, let's break down how this shortcut is actually executed. Drive normally up the bridge, then do a hop to get into the out of bounds section. Use this hop to use a mushroom into a super bounce to go flying over the out of bounds wall. This will send you through into the next section of the track. The section of the track you are skipping is the top right corner, the spiral section right there, as you can see. As you can see the bridge and it goes around, but instead of doing so, you cut straight to the bottom. This is an insane skip that skips over 1 second of the track. At the time of me making this video, the world record for the fastest lap driven is 29 seconds .186 by MK Dasher. This time is insane. However, I suspect it will actually increase further as the time save and optimizations will grow. This goes with every shortcut, and once again, it will be interesting to see the developments of this shortcut in the near future. So Mario Kart DS players were left absolutely shocked when 2 new ultra shortcuts were discovered. So, how could this be topped? Well, of course, by discovering a 3rd one. Delfino Square is the 3rd track to receive an ultra shortcut using the super bounce technique in Mario Kart DS. So, once more and for the final time, as of right now, let's break down how this shortcut actually works. So for this shortcut, the player exits from the right side of the path, goes into a left slide, into a right slide, and then holds this slide in order to align themselves for the shortcut. They hop off this edge of the dock here, do nothing off the first bridge, and then perform a super bounce off the far side of the bridge. They then get to the ramp and complete the rest of the track as completely normal. This saves an insane amount of time. As you can see by this map right here, this arrow indicates the chunk of the track that is cut off completely. This is an insane time skip as it skips way more than the normal intended shortcut by simply incorporating the super bounce. The world record for the fastest time on Delfino Square for a single lap is 27 seconds .283 by MK Dasher. Yes, that is a name we have seen frequently, as MK Dasher is currently the world record holder of all 3 shortcuts. Just how insane is that? Utter dominance. So there we have it, the breakdown of 3 brand new ultra shortcuts in Mario Kart DS. It's very exciting to see how the game will progress now that this tech has been discovered, and I think the game has a bright future of more shortcuts potentially being discovered. I hope you've all enjoyed. This has certainly motivated me to get back into Mario Kart DS, and I hope it is the same at some of you watching. Thanks for watching, I hope you all learned something new, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.